So I gotta let you in on a little secret. I hate math. Why do I hate math? I hate to blame it on a teacher, but it was a teacher that caused me to hate math. For whatever reason in fourth grade, I had done a pretty decent job with all the basic math, right? Adding, subtracting, multiplication, all that good stuff. But then we got to fractions, and it was towards the end of fourth grade, going into fifth grade. And the fourth grade teacher that I had, she was really great and really supportive, but she basically, I do remember one distinct time, we can't hold up class just because you don't get it. And that stuck with me. And then I went into fifth grade, and in fifth grade, the teacher was quite a bit harder and less patient with my lack of understanding. I would go home at night and I would try and understand the homework we were being given. I just didn't see it, and math was just not my strong suit. But here's the thing, I was extremely fascinated by math. I can even harken back to that fifth grade version of myself, and the curiosity was there. But the negative response that I got, and I don't want to blame this on any one teacher per se, because it actually never really got better as I went into middle school and high school. I remember distinctly sitting after class one day trying to learn it with this teacher, and she threw up her hands in frustration and just said, "Look, are you dumb? It's right there in front of you." Yeah, I see something in front of me, but it isn't anything that makes sense to me. And from that point forward, it set me on a course of never feeling confident, never believing in myself when it came to math. And somehow, by the grace of God, I escaped middle school and high school, even those first years at college, and it really frustrated me. Why do I share that with you? Because at the end of the day, as we go back into the school year, I implore you, whether you are a parent or you're an educator, to remember that words matter, and those words have a distinct impact on the kids that you teach and those kids that you're raising. God love my dad, but he was an engineer, and he's a wicked, wicked smart individual when it came to math. And even he didn't have the patience to teach moi. Again, I can't put it on any one teacher, but I do immediately go back to that moment in time when I think that I feel inadequate, or I feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough. I identify with those feelings because I believe that the seeds of those feelings got placed in me right then and there. I remember the parent-teacher conference before the end of the year in fifth grade, and the teacher telling me, or not telling me, I was actually having to sit outside, but outside with the door propped where you could hear everything, right? So I don't know if that was strategic or not. And the teacher just telling my mom, "Look, I don't know, he's just dumb when it comes to math. Brilliant in everything else, but dumb in math." That's a label I carry to this day. It's a tough one. I'm still fascinated by math. I watch this movie, The Brilliant Mind. I see this guy doing equations. I'm like, oh my God. Or Good Will Hunting. I want to be that guy. And maybe someday when I find some time, I will go back and take some remedial math classes and learn it. Or maybe I'll, take some classes on Khan Academy or something. But it's amazing how those few little words can have a lasting impact. And I want everybody to think about that as you go forward, whether it's math, English, whether it's, being good at a sporting event or whatever it is. As we come into a new academic year, it's really important for you to remember that the best learning experience is one that's supportive, that encourages. And if you've got somebody out there that takes a little bit more time and effort, promise me you'll take that time and effort to give it to them, because I promise you it will pay off dividends. Because you don't want to have some guy sitting in, I don't even know if we'll have YouTube in another 40 years, but a 48-year-old guy sitting there like I am today saying, "You potentially altered the course of my life because you thought I was dumb." Dumb, dumb, dumb. Fortunately, I'm not dumb. Fortunately, I know enough about enough things to overcome it, but it still hurts, and it still hurts to this day. So a good reminder, just wanted to share with you. I wish all of my teachers an unbelievably great school year ahead, and I hope you guys have a fantastic, amazing school year. And I hope you go out and find some opportunities to create those positive ripples for your students, because you guys have the ability to be superheroes in their lives. Put on your capes, find those Wonder Woman bracelets, dust off the great boots, and go do what you do best. All right? As always, ripple on.